Welcome to PGCast, a production of Hashrocket. My name is Dorian Carter, and in this episode, we will learn how to treat nulls as known values in SQL queries. Consider the following scenario. You have a table of users with a nullable field that tracks whether a user is signed up for the mailing list. In our example table, some of the records have a subscribed value of true, meaning they have agreed to subscribe to our mailing list. False if they did not. If the users never completed a form that asks them if they want to subscribe, they will have their subscribed column set to null. In this case, null has a special meaning for us, and you would want to treat it as a known value. If we wanted to get all the users who have not yet subscribed to our awesome mailing list, so that we can show them a prompt the next time they sign in, we would likely write a query that looks like this one. You may be surprised that the result of the query only returned 3 records and did not return any of the values where subscribed is null. What's going on here? By default, the equality operators do not treat null as a known value, and therefore assume it cannot be compared directly to actual values. If you want to treat null value as a known value, you can query them explicitly, like so. This will work, but it is not scalable. When you're doing it once in a small query, it may be okay, but as queries get bigger, this makes the query messy and harder to read. Fortunately, Postgres offers a more idiomatic way to check if a value does not equal to something, including null values. This way is distinct from and is not distinct from query parts. We transform our example to use the syntax. And sure enough, we get the correct results. Conversely, we can use the is not distinct from syntax to get records where the result is equal to the past value. This query will return all the rows containing subscribed with a value of true. This same syntax will also work for querying null. Where this syntax becomes particularly useful is when you pass parameters to your SQL query from your programming language of choice. For the sake of example, we will use prepared statements, which are a way of reusing SQL statements in Postgres with different passed parameters, and are similar to what your programming language is doing behind the scenes. We will start by testing what will happen if we use a normal equality operator. This query we just prepared will not work if we try to pass it null. It will also not treat null as a known value. Now let's test the same query with a known equal operator. And execute it with null. It would be really hard to rewrite these types of reusable queries with the explicit test for null. Instead, if we rewrite them with the is distinct from and is not distinct from, it works flawlessly. First, let's discard all of our previous prepared statements. And then prepare them again with is distinct from and is not distinct from. These updated prepared statements now support both null and actual Boolean values. Let's test them. That concludes our episode. Thanks for watching.